Hey, what's going on, everybody? Ready for our first NFC semifinal divisional round game this week. Tim starts out with a Go Giants plea. I'm going to agree with you, Tim. Leo says Go Giants. Sam says I'd love to pick the Giants, but I just can't bring myself to. I agree, Sam. It's always tough picking the Giants. It really is. But I love Brian Daboll. I love what he's done this year. Turned Daniel Jones around. Mickey says fly, Eagles fly. Mickey says, is this live or is it Memorex? Memorex, a lot of people probably don't remember Memorex. Mickey, it's getting to that point. Yeah, Dave said first, Alex says second, Mickey says lies. Definitely. Giants do have a fat coach. And that's the point, Leo. We'll start right there. Giants backups, just a couple short weeks ago, really almost beat the Eagles. Now, let's be fair. Jalen Hurts was struggling. He was just coming back off a shoulder injury. He was rehabbing. He didn't take any hits. He didn't play Jalen Hurts-style football that day. But and almost is never a win. So it's okay to say that they almost beat them, but they really didn't, in a sense. Jalen needed to get some reps in and game reps. And Alex is like 82 from 2K. We keep growing and growing and growing. I don't know where they come from or where they go to, but usually they never say anything as they get here. So definitely appreciative of the new subs. Hey, tonight's game boils down to who makes the least amount of mistakes. I think it's going to be that even. And is it going to be Daniel Jones, who broke a NFL record last week with 70-plus rushing yards and over 300 yards passing? Or is it going to be Jalen Hurts, the guy that really almost was out of this offense? Yeah, there you go, Mickey. The Jags almost won. He. It's not funny, but it's true. The problem with that is, Mickey, is that Jacksonville had ample opportunity to take control of that game and did not do it. The Chiefs' defense, not their offense, held pat in that game and made it look made it a lot tougher on them than what the Chargers did last week. Relic 5 or Relics, however you want to say it, because the way Ian wrote it is in the chat as well. That's another gamer and another good friend of mine. If anybody wants to stop by and show somebody some love, along with Mickey's Gaming Table as well. But Ian is a great dude. Ian created, he's the one that helped us get all of our little emojis intact. So anybody that wants to see those, drop those emojis, if you become a member, you get access to all of those immediately. I know Tim has a ball with them. So here we go, man. Divisional round playoffs. I got to move. I haven't even moved my camera over. Let's do that now. Let's see how well that is. Ooh, it's got to come up. There we go. That way I can look at the TV and not really look too far away from the monitor. All right, I think I'm squared away here. Scoreboard is set. And we got a little bit of time left to go. All right, you people here, let me get this out of the way. Oops. And now I done screwed myself. There we go. Makes you wonder if Doug has a soft spot in his heart for Andy. I'm going to absolutely say no, Mick. Doug Peterson wanted to win that game in the worst way. I think in his mind, he was on a path. If he could win the AFC, he was on a path with his former team, and I think that's what he wanted out of the playoffs. I think he wanted a Jacksonville-Philadelphia Super Bowl. And, yeah. But I know you were kidding, but at the same time, they didn't make plays today. And it's not because they didn't make plays. It's because they weren't let make plays. The Chargers let them back into the game. The Chargers only ran the ball 7 times in the second half last week. Kansas City's defense dictated their offense. And that, you know what, when you talk about that at the end of the day, that's going to be important. All these offensive-minded teams, out there right now, but it's really the defense and how well they hold up that hey, Leo, if you mail me a shiny Whalmer, I'll either put it on the mantle behind me or I will put it in my treasure chest over here with all the things that I covet. Yeah, so the member badge, Alex, and I don't know if you knew this or not, but the member badge will change every month. If you go into in there and look at it, that is only month one. So whenever you see a different badge come up, it's because they've achieved a different amount of time as a member. So if you want to change those, go in there and look at them and tell me how you want to change them, because I just kind of slapped them in there.
Oh my God.
Yeah, because the one you gave me wouldn't work. It was too big. I couldn't get it reduced right. So I send it to me. If you resize it, I'll fix it. Unless it's already fixed and I just don't know it. Oh, you did. I got you. Well, duly note that the member badge changes every month. It changes every month until you hit a certain point to show time served, basically. I have never heard this name before. This lady's name is Christina Pink. Watch this. Hang on a second. Let me do something really fast here. Switching over. Give me an ounce of patience. Here's something else that a person can do if you want. Let's see. Hang on a second, folks. Let's go back. Hang on. I got to figure out how to do this. Let's see. Join. Okay. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, wow. That is cool. All right. You're going to see a little blue tab come on at the top of your screen. There you go. Anybody that enables it can click that little green tab, and giving away 5 memberships for 1 month just for you guys that are in here early today. You got to click the little green tab and enable memberships. There you go. Mickey's got one. Give you guys 30 free days to try it out. If you like it and can afford it, there you go. There's 2, 3 more to go. After the 30 days, if you like it, you can keep it. Like a free trial, man. Free trial. There's a green tab at the top of the chat. Normally where the poll would be. I think you have to click it and enable. I don't know how to do it since I've already got one. It gives you the option to enable gifting. There's Leo, got the 3rd. There's 2 more out there. Anybody that wants them. Yeah, I don't know. It should say something like I'm not exactly sure because Ian, tell him how to get it since you don't have it on this one. I know you were first, Mickey. There you go, Mostly. Now there's one more remaining out there for anybody that wants it. Yeah, you got it. You're green. Now you have access to the extra emojis. There's a post up. Alex and I will probably do members only posts once every week or so. We just want to get the basics put in, and then we'll start working with it. There you go. Got some family members in here. There you go. Mick's going to drop the Alex emojis. And then as soon as we get enough and we can enable some new emojis, I will have Ian make us some more new ones because Ian is a great friend. Relics. All right, here we go. It's game time. It looks like we're getting ready to kick it off here. I haven't been paying attention to the TV. Just chatting it up with you guys. Let's get it ready to rock. Whoops, quiet down. There you go, Leo. All right, it looks like the Eagles will be receiving the kickoff. And we're off. The NFC playoffs have begun. This one's going to go through the back of the end zone. And the Eagles will come out and start on their own 25. There you go. There you go. Leo gifted 5 as well. Leo, you're the man, dude. I appreciate you, my brother. You know that. All right, Jalen Hurts is in the gun. They're going to start 2 spread wide out right with a single running back high. Sanders moves over. There's the snap. He's going to hand it off. It's going to be a draw play. And he's going to get a couple on first down. I'm excited, man. I got to take a picture with Braden Smith because they retired his high school number today. Sweet. Yeah. There you go. Mickey's rubbing it in that the Chiefs got the big dub today. Congratulations to KC. Hope Patrick Mahomes' ankle is fine. He's going to go play action this time. He's looking deep down the field. He's going to let it go. He's got a wide open Devontae Smith. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. What's up, AJ? Congratulations on a free membership by Leo. Thank him in the chat. What's up, Jack? Devontae Smith makes a great cut on the slant route, and he takes it all the way to the sideline. And beautiful throw by Hurts. Found an empty spot there and hit it. Lemon squeezy, JB. What's up, bro? What's up, Clint Boyer? This is your 3rd account. God, Clint Boyer. NASCAR. There's an outlet to the tight end, and he's going to rumble forward for 9 on first down. All right, Cat, you don't need 40 of them. It's going to be 2nd and a short 1. Philadelphia's moving the ball like they own this team, and that is exactly what their intent is. You don't have to take memberships on all 3 is what I'm saying, bro. Hurts is back to pass. He's going to run out to a wide receiver screen to Smith, and that's going to get blown up. Jackson comes up to make the play. And now Philadelphia is faced with a 3rd and 4, 3rd and 3. This defense is not a highly ranked defense. Jalen Hurts does not show any signs of his shoulder hurting, by the way. We'll keep an eye on that. Back to throw, lets it go across the middle, and that's going to be to A.J. Brown for a first down. I love that picture of Alex, though, with her hands above her head. Mickey's saying, fly, Eagles, fly. You know what you want for your team is the most competition in the Super Bowl. You want to beat the best. Mickey's crying for chaos with some dumpster fire. And Hurst looks to run. He's going to be blown up. And he lays down as he's about to take a big hit from Love. Smart move. Yeah. That's called fear or respect. I don't know which. Would rather give him a first down than a tutty. So what they do now is what's important. You can let a team move all the way down the field. You just got to hold when you get into the red zone, which they're not there yet. Hurts rolls out left. He's going to run, and he's going to step out of bounds after about a 5-yard gain maybe. Cat, it's kind of called selfishness in a way, though, buddy. You could – never mind. What's up, Delgado? Thank you for stopping in tonight. And Johnson's already kind of limping around a little bit. You're welcome, Mickey. Leo's a man of man, too. He gave some out. Oh, there is a pick play gone awry, and Goddard's going to run into the end zone. Either well played or it should have been a penalty. I couldn't tell, but Philadelphia's going to get the first 6 today, and it only takes them about 4 minutes and 54 seconds to do so. Yeah, I know, Kat. You just don't have to keep – you don't need them on 3 different accounts. You only need them on 1. What a grab by Goddard, one-handed. Tight ends are a big deal in these playoff games. If your tight end's not available, when you've got pressure, you might not win a game. Send me your Cash App, Leo. I can tell. I'm already getting warm. I had to turn my fireplace off. The point is, Mickey, hopefully over a course of time, we teach the kid something while he's in here. Mickey loves the score right now. Yes, sir. This wasn't what I was worried about. I knew Philadelphia would move the ball. What I want to see is if the Giants can move the ball on them. Look, I know you do, Mick. Forced into that parenting mode at times. I mean, absolutely, Kat. That's why I love you, Mickey. So we're already sitting at at a quick touchdown lead. I want to see if the Giants can move the ball today. I want to see how they play. I fear the chaos. You know, since I've got this game, it might end up being ugly. I really felt like the Giants would have momentum, you know, and coming into this game, I thought they would have momentum and be able to carry on with it. They're going to have to start fast to stay in it. To be honest, I don't think they can afford to. I don't think they can afford to be down 21 points. You're right. This first drive means a lot. Unless they figured out something on defense and can come out and get a stop, but they can't afford to go 3 and out. I'm excited to see it. There's the kick. It's going to be fielded as a 1, so he's going to get a chance to run it back. Comes up in the center of the field, tries to find a hole. He's got one, but he can't outrun the coverage. So Daniel Jones and Saquon Barkley come onto the field. I mean, a field goal, at least they got down and scored, though. What did Dave say? Yeah, I'm not big on the NFC East either, Dave. Yeah, I'll get the crap game for sure. And there's the rush. And he's going to get 3 yards on first down. Saquon with a nice little push. Yeah, it is. It feels like a 90s. It feels like 90s playoffs for sure. Dallas, San Francisco, Eagles, Giants. You know, there wasn't much else going on in the 90s. I get the good game that's supposed to be the good game tomorrow at 3:00, but I think the game tomorrow night's going to be good as well. Officials got the clock stopped or something.
Okay, can I please stop moving towards the guy?
Oh, the chain broke. Yeah, I got the 3:00 mostly. I hear we got the horrible officiating crew tomorrow as well. Chief hating refs. That's fair, but I think this is the group that likes to call a lot more pass interference. I don't know. I just don't like flags to interfere with my game. I would rather them let them play a little bit. I'd let them play it out. I like those refs. Ed Hakul. I don't remember the name. I bet I would remember the face.
Oh, but he's has to sleep. Okay.
Oh yeah, I remember that guy. Yeah, he was in the league for a long time. Born in 1950. Let's talk about refereeing for a second while we're on commercial. I'm always big on. I want referees to call it consistently. Whatever they start the game out calling it, I want it to be consistent and to be fair for both teams as much as humanly possible. I just don't like it when it seems like refs have a vendetta, and when there's some officiating crews out there that you get that feeling about. Think of the Megatron rule. What rule are you talking about? Are you talking about where we start? Not, yeah. I don't know what a catch is anymore. You know what? Possession and 2 feet is what I used to think it was, and now they just keep evolving it, and it's stupid and confusing. Jones throws the screen to Saquon. Saquon gets outside for a gain of about 1 or 2 there. Ridden out of bounds by number 43. I think possession with 2 feet on the ground is all that a catch really needs to be. I don't like this football move stuff. I don't necessarily agree with that because there's a lot more balls that would have been completed before that aren't called completions anymore. There's a first down throw, and he's going to dodge a tackle and get a few more yards there on first down. And that is James, the upstart number 1 receiver. Phillips says, looks like we have an injury timeout for the Chains. Its return is questionable. He didn't catch it because he plays for the Lions. Dave is obviously biased. Here we go. Giants are moving the ball a little bit, and they're going to go downfield and right into the middle of the field again. This time, it's going to be to Kager. I'm telling you what, I don't know these receivers on the Giants, but Daniel Jones is making them look like all-stars, all pros.
Maybe dodge, please.
Speaking of refs, remember the worst rule ever, in the grasp? Yeah. Just because you got a hold of somebody doesn't mean they can't get loose. Yeah, they come out after a week's prep, Phillip, and they're ready for each other's defense. They're going to bring out their best drive. Usually it's the first one down the field. We saw it in the last game. Both teams went right down the field and scored touchdowns. We're probably going to see it in this game as well. Defense makes adjustments on the fly, and then you find out who's going to win. Worst rule ever. Seahawks TD, no matter who catches the ball. He hands it off to Saquon. He's going to go up the middle. And on 2nd and 5, he's going to get about 2.5. It'll be a short third down here. Yeah, look at how many emojis he's got. I just open up a tab. I usually have him open on the other screen. Oh, he's got some cool ones. Dan Jones is back to throw. There comes the rush. He steps forward. He trips and goes down and has to be touched down, but that will be a sack for the Eagles. Oh, I got you. Yeah, I watched it, Mickey. John Elway couldn't come off the stream for nothing. It got started with hundos, and there it went. Back to fire. Jones is going to be sacked. Oh, he gets rid of it. It's an incomplete pass, but the Eagles are going to pick it up like it's a fumble, and the defense steps up. Getting to the quarterback is the big X factor here, and Jones just gets blown up. Lucky that didn't get called for intentional grounding as well. Was that fourth down, Dabney? Oh, smack. Let me rewind.
The status effects definitely helped.
Play.
Wait, I didn't get any.
It is. It's 4th and 8. It's a 40, and they were going for it. Wow. Okay, so, yeah. You're seeing these wild card game winners not showing up playing like they're supposed to today. All right, and we're caught up. I would have punted in that situation, try to pin them deep. Daboll thought that they needed to score on that first drive. Evidently, he was willing to risk it all on that. Not a smart move. I mean, I get it that the Giants are playing on house money at this point, but you know what? There's no sense in trying to throw the game away in the first quarter. That tells me that Daboll does not think that his defense can stop Philadelphia. He's already showed his full hand. And unlike some teams in the NFL, Sirianni and the Eagles will, if they've got their foot on your throat, they'll crush it. So a sack and a pressure and a throwaway, and Daboll's already regretting it. He's got his head down after that decision. Yeah, Leo. I mean, come on. Miles Sanders is going to get the carry on 1st and 10 here. Now the Eagles want to just sustain a drive here and run this defense in the dirt. Yeah, it's a common theme right now. Did the Giants throw away the game on their first possession? And it's quite possible, because if the Eagles come down here and score a quick touchdown, Sanders is going to be the workhorse here, and he's going to get thrown out of bounds. This Giants team may be like the Eagles last year. They played in Tampa. They barely got their way into the playoffs. And there's an open lane on the edge. He's going to get good run there for Gainwell. You know, they got beaten Tampa. They played a horrible first half in that game. And at that point in time, they played pretty good the second half. And Alex thought, hey, this is going to be a good team next year. And look at them now. This Giants team, they don't have anybody on their roster really other than Saquon and Daniel Jones. I don't think, Philadelphia is not having any trouble moving the ball at all, and they're playing 10 yards off their best two receivers. Like that play right there, A.J. Brown for a 6-yard catch. That's easy. You can't stay in this too deep zone against a running team, honestly. Now they've switched the D up a little bit. They're playing a little bit more press coverage in this. Jalen Hurts is going to run it. He's going to bounce off one. And here's another thing. The quarterback just blows up a linebacker on a tackling attempt. Poor tackling. Yes, sir. Oh, I'm sorry. That was the safety. But nonetheless, he just spun right off of him and got an extra 3 yards. Now it's 2nd down and 1 at the 9. He can go for the end zone here if he wants to. He's going to hand it off to Gainwell, who's got a hole. And Gainwell's going to get the first down and about 2 more, and it's going to be 1st and goal from about the 5. I mean, and there's the other part of that. The Giants may have just blew their load last week beating the Vikings, and that may be their Super Bowl. This week may be their reality, that they're not supposed to be here. They're lucky to be here and enjoy it, because the Eagles are getting ready to go up 14-0. Yeah, put your backups back in for sure. And they finally figure out a play, but they don't tackle Sanders, and he gets back to the line of scrimmage. They had him blowed up 3 yards behind the line, and he still makes it back to the original line of scrimmage. Bad tackling.
$1,225 from the cash register.
Flat, 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 flat. Fly, Eagles, fly. Eagles and Chiefs could be getting wins today. There's a screen pass to Devontae Smith, who's going to take it in. No pressure whatsoever. He runs right into the end zone. A.J. Brown with the block. Coaches are shoulder bumping in there. What's up, Haley? There isn't one, no. There isn't one, Delgado. A.J. Brown got the block. He took his guy out of the play. The safety didn't get over until the very end of the play, and all by then it's too late. Yeah, Dabney, I saw that you guys interviewed the Bengals OC yesterday. Callahan's not bad. What's up, Nathan? I like how the Colts are continually going back to the Philadelphia coaching trees if they take him. You could say players. Look, all I got to say is that they better not let the interim tag come off and let Saturday stay as coach. Chris woke me up from my nap to tell me that Mahomes hurt his ankle. And I said, oh, no, is Alex okay? And she is surviving. Her heart about stopped. Yeah, you know what? That would be a pretty solid fit. I love Eric Bieniemy. You know, when you're talking about Eric Bieniemy, you're talking about another former Bengal. Now, he's going to have a rough week, and he is not going to be 100% next week. Let's just say what it probably is going to be. Hopefully, he's in pretty good position to play effectively. I step away, and then it was 14-0. No, mostly, but it might as well have been because Dable decided to go for it on 4th and 8 on the Eagle 40-yard line, and thought that would be the best play there. And Jones got put on his back and incomplete pass. Yeah, and the Giants can't tackle. So that's the two things that we've got so far in this game. Dable made a bad choice, and the Giants can't tackle. Yeah, the only thing I thought mostly was the Giants have to answer on offense, which they were moving the ball, and that's why Dable decided to go for it, because he may have felt like his defense isn't good enough. So I wonder where Dable's going on vacation. That's a short kick to the 9. He's going to take off past the 20, 25, out past the 30, and take him down at the 32. Wonder where Dable wants to go on his vacation. Maybe that's what he's thinking about right now. Oh yeah. You think they were getting to him fast before? Wait a second. Here comes the blitzing now. Because you know what, 2-score lead, and you're in the first quarter, you probably feel like you got your opponent on the ropes. This is where they put their foot on their throat and crush it. Because they're just about to abandon Saquon in the first quarter. Jones about falls down. He's getting ready to throw. He looks down the field. He's got time, got room. Plenty of time. There's the hit and the throw, and it is caught. Wow. Non-refundable tickets for next week. He didn't expect to be this far. Yeah. He got one in there. And that ball got all the way out past midfield. They've moved it again. He's looking at the screen. He throws across the middle, and there's the pick. He gets up. He takes off. Telegraphed that pass the whole way. And there's the turnover. The Birds are going to be back on the field, first down, and they're going to be in Giant territory. You know that big contract that Daniel Jones thought he was getting ready to sign? He telegraphed it. The safety jumped right in front of that pass. That's the pass that Daniel Jones should never make.
Yeah.
Here we go. Boston Scott's in the backfield. You talk about this 1-2 punch. It's a 1-2-3 punch at running back. And there goes Hurts on the keeper. He's only going to get 2 yards. Don't you just love it how everybody jaws your player when they come out of bounds in your face? Like, you know. And the time clock's going to expire here, and we're going to go to the second quarter with the Eagles with the 14-0 lead. Yeah, He didn't look at it was his first progression. He didn't look at anybody else, and he just waited too long and then threw it. The safety came from 15 yards back and still got in front of that ball.
So you can decide if you want to do it. All right. I'm going to do something a little stupid.
Philip, I know that there's some giant love in your house. Do you think he deserves a big contract?
I'm only going to do it once. Okay. I didn't win, so that's it.
Safety just read QB's eyes.
Oh, dude.
He never looked away from that spot. Think he's earned it? Considering that you don't really have any receivers and he's done a pretty good job, but that there has to go away. He can't do that.
Well, I see a bunch of them that are blocked for me. Yeah, I have
horrible, really Delgado, horrible beginning.
High, low, and craps.
If Philly drives down here and scores 7 off of this, you start the second quarter down 3 scores. That's a big hill to overcome. Not saying it can't be done, but it's going to take a lot. Considering that's almost enough of a lead for Philadelphia just to salt the game away with the run.
So since you like stuff like this, do you think you might actually enjoy that game I was talking about? The one that's basically a tabletop.
Yeah, but it still goes back to he didn't go through any of his progressions. He saw he probably had the right read. He just didn't.
So basically,
he just telegraphed it. He just stared down his receiver. He never looked at anybody else. He had an outlet guy on the left of him that was pretty open. Pizzle bringing the 70s hit from 3 Dark Night on Discord. If you haven't heard it yet, you should join in on the fun. Right on, Mickey. Drop that Discord link. And there's the first incompletion that I've seen from Jalen Hurts. It goes out wide out of bounds. It's going to be 3rd and 8. This Giants defense needs to make a stand here.
Or it's
they need to. If they want to have any chance of being in this game, they need to stop to prove that they can.
Fighting, then you actually get to go before them. And if you go before them, you actually get a surprise.
I mean, he missed one for sure. I mean, it's a start, right? Now, I suspect they'll go for it on 4th down here. There's a false start.
I've seen people in DV campaigns literally just absolutely obliterate a main boss because their character was kind of yoked. And then adding on that fucking sneak attack from a surprise round just kind of made it like fucking scary. And the worst part is it was just this very much a pacifist peppermint boy that he lost his pet pig and he just became.
It's okay, Mickey. I know.
Suddenly became a fucking.
Whenever you troll me, I earn it. All right, 3rd and 13. Hurts is back to throw. He has time. He rolls out. He's going to let it fly down the field, and it is going to be, what a shot taken out of bounds there by Devontae Smith. That is going to be incomplete. The Giants do get a stop. Yeah. We got a gamer in the background. Yes, sir.
You want to go do it?
I don't have a false wall, so it's kind of hard. And this house transmits sound so easily. Philadelphia is going to choose to punt here instead of going for it on 4th down.
Yes, you can.
And it's going to be fair caught at the 8.
Yeah, well, this isn't a Village Fest.
I live under a bridge and turn to stone in the daylight.
Wait a fucking second.
Golly, Mickey. I've seen you play video games during the day, Mick. I know that's not true.
It gives us the gear we need to be able to do it.
Yeah, it's there, dude.
We could literally fight a fucking Dozer. We could fight a T-Rex. No, fuck T-Rex. I would never fight a T-Rex again. I've never fought a Magnum Hollow.
It was cloudy that day. I got it.
Or it's good.
Alex has a Twitch request in this chat.
I mean, I'm not even level for those, but it would still let me do it.
All right, Daniel Jones has got a chance to make up for the last set of plays. Let's see what he does here.
Selection of weapons. It's all like presets.
He has completed every. Now he's gonna. It looks like that play either got blowed up or it was a design draw that did not work out. And he is out of the game right now.
Hold on.
Is it a contact lens popped out or something? I'm not sure.
Yeah. You're following someone's mom.
Yep, it's a contact lens. His contact lens was wedged in his face mask. All right. Well, I've seen that today. Nathan says he's in the background.
Don't worry about it. It's okay.
All right, here we go. 2nd and 9. Jones is in the gun. He's back to throw. He fires across the middle. He completes it to James.
How much have you done?
Going to get about 5 yards on 2nd down there. Make about a 3rd and 4. Don't put that in. Don't you know where it's been? Yeah, it was in your own eye, and then it popped out.
Well,
That's how you get. No, you only get pink eye if you have poop on your fingers.
Start the cutscene and then back out, and then you can play. That's how it was in Worlds.
Yeah, Mickey, tell him.
Oh, okay.
Tell him, Mickey.
Gotcha.
All right, it's 3rd down and 4, and Philadelphia's got their safeties awful deep. Should be an easy completion for a 1st down. He gets the 1st down, it looks like. Oh, they're saying that he juggled the ball and come back this way to get it. It's going to bring up 4th down. Let's see if that is a correct call. Oh, yeah, he did. He bobbled it. Very observant by the official not to give him forward progress because the ball was not in possession.
Oh, okay.
Why, mostly? When I can have a scoreboard up top that works. And that's going to force the Giants to punt.
Stop.
Gets it off cleanly. Fair catch at the 30-7. Yeah, I got to keep it up high. I don't like to change the score. I'm actually going to do something with graphics at some point. That's ESPN's Gamecast is what I use.
Yeah. Oh, I've already eaten a meal. Does it look like a weird bird thing? Yes. Mm-hmm.
Brian Dable's best fourth down play call so far.
Hold on, let me go in here. Okay.
Got you, Nathan. I'll check out later.
That's a bird.
Probably next week will be the first time I have a little bit of time, so.
Yes. The Gumby, that's basically like, it's a fucking mock, it's a mock.
Yeah, it was New York on that last play. We'll call it that. All right, it's 1st and 10.
Oh, actually.
12:21 to go in the second quarter. There goes Jalen Hurts again. He's going to hand it off to Sanders, who's going to push. Big hole, no tackling. He's going to get 10 yards on first down.
Okay, let me actually cancel this one.
This Giants defensive line blows.
Should be.
They don't get any pressure. They don't get any push. They're just getting thrown out of the way.
Oh, yeah, here. If you'll go up to this pitch and just pick one, really.
And there goes Sanders. He's free again. He's going to get all the way down to the 41.
That's what ones that you need to do. Oh. Wait. Have you? Oh, I guess.
Yeah, it's because they're going to run the ball. And here's the bad thing. Going forward in this game, if you get another score here, you're going to take the Giants out of using their running game at all. And that's really going to make them one-dimensional. And I think the Eagles' secondary is way too good.
Did you eat real quick over here? You always want to eat.
Dave, I think you guys are going to fall in around a 6 if you keep playing the way you are. You got some pretty good wins. Just don't have a meltdown.
What was it?
Is she ever happy, Philip? Really? Daniel is a poor man's Josh Allen. Yeah. Who turned the ball over less this year than Josh Allen?
I'll just turn that off.
One of your favorite linebackers plays for the Giants, Balin?
Mm-hmm. No cure for the common buggy.
Yeah. All good things come to an end. Minnesota doesn't play defense, though, so winning that game was not a big stretch. I picked them in that game, by the way. So did Alex. But this week here, I thought they may have a chance if they came out and went toe-to-toe in the first quarter. But that didn't happen. Yeah, you mentioned that to me, Balin. I can't remember his name, but yeah.
Uh-oh.
You know, I'll tell you one quarterback I'd like to see get an opportunity with somebody with a decent team is Davis Mills. I bet Davis Mills could have done a better job in Denver than what Russ did this year.
No, I was saying
Micah McFadden.
This thing just to accept it. I wasn't saying that it would take it right there.
Yep.
Because he can. Did you already depart?
Oh, he could have done a good job in Washington for sure. I think Davis Mills is a good quarterback. I won't be surprised if he actually is the starting quarterback for the Texans next year, and they are going to draft one number one that may not play, because I think he'll beat that Alabama kid out. And there's the first time I think they've shown effectiveness in stopping the run on first down. Man, Balin, I hope Indiana's football program gets better next year. I really like Tom Allen. I love his energy. Just improve on recruiting a little bit. And I know that's tough ask. All right, it's going to be second down here. And he's going to give it to Sanders, and there's a big push, and he's going to blow. This defensive line can't do a thing. All they have to do is feed the ball to Sanders this whole game. He doesn't have to throw the ball. Look at that. Look at that push. And they still stay in with this too deep safety crap. If they throw that same too deep safety look, Hurts is going to run the ball until they come out of it. He doesn't have to throw a pass. That's awesome. I'm excited for Indiana football, Balin. It's going to be one of my things next year. I think I'm going to get into some IU football, whatever I can get. But I've got the Big Ten school package where I can watch all IU stuff. Hopefully I'll get a few more football games. There goes Sanders again. He's going to get close to the first down on second and down and 8. He's going to get about 6. Well, they're not pushing.
Oh, no, I'm getting this one. Might have to
they're going to have to show something to get. They're going to have to send a blitzing linebacker or do something to slow this down. Or else they're just going to keep walking down the field. And also, Wink Martindale, your defensive coordinator, he stays with his game plan. He doesn't generally change. Let's see if they rush more than 4. They're going to come up for the rush, and Hurts sees it. He goes to the outside, and he's going to take off. They crowded the center. Hurts kept and went outside. It's basically an RPO type of offense here. They're letting him decide based on what he sees on defense. Nope, you haven't missed a whole lot. Eagles can run the ball is what we've learned, Leo, since you've been gone. Here comes the handoff. Oh, he's going to play action, and he's going to hit Goddard, and nobody tackles, and he almost gets into the end zone.
Oh, that would have been perfect.
The linebackers come up, and there it is.
Okay, got to get him somewhere where he's sitting kind of still. My bad.
High snap, handoff, and he's going to get really close. And Boston Scott is in.
Excuse
least it's not a third touchdown pass. And the second quarter is about half over, and it's a 20-0 lead. Man, yeah, he got in.
Oh, okay.
In. Yep.
Okay.
Come on, Giants. Got to have some offense here. Yeah, I still put it. He's going to move. As long as he's got a spot to move forward, he's going to move forward. They haven't cracked past that offensive line, not one little bit yet. I don't even think it was a D lineman that got him. Maybe.
Yeah, fuck that guy.
Just.
Okay, fuck off. Sure. Fuck off.
Shiny Whelmer. Well, I'll try to make one in there and get it thrown in there for like the Leo. Will make yours a special one, like the 1 year anniversary thing or something. I'll get it in there. Leo, if you would like, I'll trade you a shiny Whelmer. I got one. I'm sure I do. Really? They said they were going to start doing that in live streams, but I didn't know that it had happened yet. Some. More so when it came out than I do now, but yeah. I'm sorry, Leo. It's not a shiny Whelmer. It's a Whale Lord.
Got him. Oh, he did not like that.
I'm really close to 42, Alex. I like the Whelmer's look better than I do the Whale Lord, but hey. I did too.
Back away from him. Oh!
But I was really counting on the Giants offense coming out motivated.
I don't know, maybe.
It was K-State, wasn't it, Balin? I thought it was K-State. I mean, I could be wrong.
It's all good. He didn't really hurt me that much.
But I did see Kansas lose today. Are you excited for the game tomorrow, Balin?
Awesome. Oh, no, it's about to be good.
Got to play some of that physical basketball tomorrow. Somebody's got to do a really good job on.
You hit me. Cancel my shot.
Oh, the twin.
Yes. Because it's a slow charge, and it does a lot of damage, but it's a slow charge.
All right, here we go.
When it's a
Dang it.
swinging upward attack, it knocks people up, even your teammates.
All right, Daniel Jones is in the gun. 1st and 10. They need a scoring drive in the worst possible way. Flips it to Saquon. Here comes, and he's going to lose 4 on 1st down. Philly's not going to give them guys the run whatsoever. Yeah, beat Sparty. Hauser, they got to stop Hauser. I think his game is big if we can shut it down. Oh, wow. Kansas lost 2 in a row then, Balin. There's Daniel Jones has pressure. He's going to run out of it. He's going to take off. Here comes, and he's only going to get 4 yards out of that.
I'm going to hit him with a sniper shot.
Yeah, penetration means so much, especially if you're a running team. You got to be able to get the run out, and when you can't run, when you're that far, you've got to pass, and good coverage downfield, and Daniel Jones has no choice but to run.
172. There we go.
I didn't watch today, Leo. I saw they won the last game, but I don't know what they did today.
Oh, I'm sleepy.
Haven't had time to look at the scoreboard. Been watching football. Jones has got time. He's going to try to let it go. He's going to be pushed back. He's going to fire it out of bounds. And then it's going to be 4th down and 11 and another punt.
Ooh, I saw that shit coming.
Kentucky lost or won? Dave, one says lost, one says won.
Yeah. Fuck yeah.
Shelby said earlier, so it's got to be gospel.
Yeah.
For sure. Here we go with another punt.
No, it's normal ammo.
Mickey says it was a tie.
I mean, that would have deleted.
Fair catch called at the 27. Here come the Eagles again. Well, they got to get a stop first, Delgado. Are there ties in basketball? Nope, there are only ties in here. Blood Fam has determined that everything can end in a tie. Ties are dumb.
I love this fucking gun. That Wyvern ammo? 172. Wow. King's Crest. The token of an alpha.
No, I don't even think they got any yards, Mickey. Yeah, I've said it every drive that they needed to score because they can't afford to go down another score. And the Eagles have enough time if they push another one in the end zone to be up 28-0. Could be a long second half. Getting a tie in a game is like kissing your sister. You don't really want it, but if you're never mind. I was getting it's something you really don't want to do, but it's acceptable if you live in certain states. I'm trying. I want to come back. I want to have something to get excited about in the second half. Is that why it happens in Alabama? Every state I've ever lived in, Dave, it's been joked about. Easy now. You know, bridges at state lines that cross rivers or just makes the county where they end as a extension of the other state. Alex says it's illegal to turn your back on your family in Alabama.
I'm sleeping.
Well, the first thing is he needs to get his hands out of his pockets or keeping his arms crossed. I don't like that. Tells me he just wants to eat another cheeseburger.
It's under gestures.
All right, Hurts is in the gun. They're at about the 28. And let's see if Giants can stop Sanders this time. And he's going to get about 5 yards on first down. So my answer is no. There's the whistle. Forward progress was stopped. No reverse cowgirl. Yeah, I live here. But I had a statement about living here, but I can't make it in here. All right, here we go. 2nd and 5. He's going to hand it off again. He's got the edge. Nobody comes to stop him. Nobody breaks the block. And Sanders is going to get about 12 yards on 2nd down, maybe a little bit more. Look, there is no Giant that's getting off of a block, stopping the edge. They're already past midfield, and they've ran the ball like twice. Here goes Hurts, and he just slides down after about a 3 or 4 yard gain. Yeah, this Giants defense has no intensity to it whatsoever. They're content being pushed around. And I'm sorry, Philip, I'm not just beating on them. It's what it looks like.
They literally just disappeared into the stride. Right.
It's going to have to be a good game.
All right.
Hurts is in the gun. He's going to hand it off. Nobody gets to stop. He's going to get a first down. He gets all the way to the back of the secondary. It takes the safety to get him.
We might not actually be able to do this. Oh, there's the fucking advantage question. There it is.
You know, I mean, in my mind, if you can't stop the run with 4, then you add an extra down lineman. If you can't stop it with 5, you keep filling the box until they have to throw over it. Because that there would just happen. You can't let continue to happen or you're going to lose. Bring another guy up, Martindale. Play action. He's going to throw the wide receiver basically a screen to the outside. And who is that?
Make sure you bring stuff for fucking poison.
That was number 3. I don't know who that is.
You go over to this board right here to the right.
Oh, that's Pascal. I didn't even know he still played.
This thing. Okay. Well, once that's done, you'll click A on it. Do join hub quest.
This team tackles like little girls. Second down and 6. And they're going to go play action. And the ball's tipped. Very nice. Almost intercepted. Very nice hands there by the defense. Oh, it was a blitzer there, McKinney. Oh, my God. That ball was tipped up and live. Thanks, Dave. It's almost halftime. Yeah, if you tell her to, she will generally. Here's going to have to take a timeout.
Well, yeah, I'm going to be doing it with
Timeout called.
I have stuff for this. It's okay.
Well, let's just be realistic.
Yeah.
They're not tackling.
I'm not going to be getting close to him.
So they're going to have something's got to change for them to play better in the second half. Daryl Johnston and Joe Davis. When did these guys deserve football games on a playoff? They couldn't drum up another has-been quarterback.
Oh, this is more for play.
Bring back Dan Fouts.
You remember Demon Juice from the other games? Well, in the light bow gun on this one, there's an ammunition for that.
Yes.
Shoot it at you.
Get it out to Devontae Smith for a wide receiver screen. And he runs through tacklers and he gets a first down.
Have recover ammo, so I can basically shoot a health potion. I don't know how.
It is a wide receiver screen. And look, nobody comes up to pressure the ball. He doesn't even get tackled. He falls down.
I'm just not going to worry about it this time.
This is more than sad. This is... Nobody touched him until he got 10 yards. I'm racist against the New York Giants. Looks like the Philadelphia Eagles are too.
Okay, cool. Oh, there's also the
Man, I mean, definitely doesn't look like a playoff game. See, I expected the Chiefs game to be about right where it was, Mickey. But Jacksonville's defense played pretty good in the second half last week. They've been good the last 5 or 6 weeks. Their offense, they've got a quarterback that can wing it. And they'd never quit. Yeah, Dave, that's it. I know you're biased, but and I know that you expected that, but yeah, that's right, Dave. There was good elements involved. And getting better. This Giants team has looked good at times, but at other times they just look like this. My whole thing is that keep crowding the box until they throw over you. Make them throw deep. I mean, I would rather get burnt that way than just continually get beat by 8 and 9 yard runs. And let's give the Giants something here. The thing about the Giants is they really don't have a lot of talent on that team. That roster is young or it's makeshift. Yeah, and the Jacksonville did have the opportunities today, for sure. But, you got to say, at the same time, they had opportunities today, but the Chiefs' defense really played a good game. They stepped up. They didn't give them nothing easy. They earned every point they got. And also, Jags' defense didn't blitz a hurt quarterback. Tell me how bad that is. Yeah, this Giants team is they don't have a very deep roster. Most of the guys on defense, I don't know. And finally, an incomplete pass on 1st and 10 at A.J. Brown. Well, Dave, by the end of the season, they were ranked 11th overall, so they're getting better. I think last year they were around 17th. Alex could probably tell you better, but they're getting better defensively. Yeah, somebody finally decided to try to knock a pass down. They can't afford a tutty here for sure. All right, 2nd and 10. He's going to throw the screen out wide. Here goes Gainwell, and nobody tackles him, but he only gets 9, 8. I would have blitzed. Got to prove to me that you're not hurt. And nobody and Kenny Gainwell's a little dude, and nobody even tackled him. Peyton says Giants are trash. Agreed. Gainwell's going to get the first down. He's going to get about 4 or 5 more. They'll be 1st and 10 at the 11. Chiefs got some young secondary that makes mistakes. They've got a decent linebacking core that's getting better every year. And their defensive line, Chris Jones, pretty decent, moves around well. George Karlaftis, really good for a rookie. They got some good pieces in there.
I still haven't somehow.
They've controlled the ball on offense a little bit more this year, which probably helped their defense. I'd love to see Eli come back out on the field. Yeah, the Chiefs usually get a lot of penalties. Only had 3 today. Good one, Mickey.
That one's good. Yeah. I love this thing.
Will the Giants be shut out in this game?
Oh, this is slice ammo. This isn't going to affect you.
There's the pitch. They got time. Did they get some pressure and stop Sanders? They did. On 1st and 10, Sanders only gets a little bit more than a yard.
I don't got to worry about sharpening.
Clock is stopped.
It never makes sense.
So somebody's burning timeouts. Oh, for sure. 2 good defensive plays. Got to have something to build on going into halftime, Philip.
They didn't really have much of a choice there.
They did tackle this time.
I got it.
They read the pitch and they got penetration. This reminds me a lot of the Eagles game last year in Tampa.
But you are not getting.
They grow up so fast. Oh, incomplete pass. Ouch! Gainwell takes a smack to the head, and there is going to be a penalty for that. Finally motivated to make a tackle, and he's going to make helmet-to-helmet contact, and they're going to penalize him 15 for it. Bam! That's a concussion right there.
All right, loading up the
He just laid out Gainwell.
Got it.
You saw his helmet compress on his neck on the hit. I don't know how.
I don't know. There's a way to tell. At least there used to be.
You hit the keyboard where the emoji menu was at. Pretty good tackle by Love there. It is still stupid. They had blown that. Oh, yeah, that was in the helmet. That was his helmet. Well, grazed the helmet and hit it with the shoulder.
A fucking horse, bro.
Second down and goal here. Trying to use as much clock. Here goes Hurts. He's going to take off. He's going to run into the end zone untouched.
And of course he used like
And I think Sirianni's going to make him go for 2 here. Oh, yeah, he bobbled it. But look, everybody was in the back of the end zone playing the pass. So here he is. He's going to put his foot right on their throat and crush it. Because he wants it more than 4 touchdowns.
If it is, then I can make him come over to it. Hold on. Hey, you. I'm over here.
I don't know about this play. Let's see what they do. So they were trying to get half the distance on an offsides. And I think they're going to kick the extra point.
Hey, I got the golden spur vote.
Actually, I think it's 4 weeks, isn't it? Next week, well, then 2 weeks off. Yes, Leo. If they could have got the offsides and got half the distance, they would have went for 2.
Loading the sniper.
There's 2 weeks before the Super Bowl, though. Yeah,
Right.
same difference. The Super Bowl's on a Monday. Hey, Dave, I just let everybody go, man. I admire people that are confident, but I never get confident. 3 weeks from Monday. Not quite 3 weeks yet.
This motherfucker with his goddamn coil.
And that's fair, Dave. Any Giant fan should know that the second playoff game for them this year is a bonus. It's more than 3 weeks, Nathan. It's 3 weeks and 3 days. Oh, it's Saturday. I'm sorry, 3 weeks and 2 days. I'm gonna stick with it. It's more than 3 weeks until Monday. Yeah, I think that's right where I had them, Dave. I think I had the Giants at about 5 wins this year. Pretty sure. It might be on a Sunday. I could be wrong. I haven't looked ahead on the schedule. I just know the championship games next week. No, I'll tell you where I get that is because the NCAA tournament plays their championship on a Monday. I mean, fair. I'm sitting here trying to bust on Mickey, and I'm getting beat up every time because I'm wrong.
Ooh, I just barely dodged that poison. And that one too.
3 weeks from tomorrow. There you go. You go, Mickey. You get your digs, and I don't care. I am wrong.
That one was literally just out of range of hitting me.
And Daniel Jones throws it across the middle, and it's going to be broke up by Blankenship.
Got him. Fuck yeah.
It's okay. I was just playing with Mickey and not using my brain because this game is got me so enthused. 3rd and 1. Can the Giants get a first down? 30 seconds to go in the half.
Yeah, it's just wear a ladder on your feet.
Jones is back to throw, and he just throws it away.
Look. All you gotta do is tell her that she just has to permanently be attached to a ladder.
Here we go. Let's get technical. Mickey says that he's Uncle Mickey, first of all.
She should just be attached to a.
Okay, it's getting a little weird in here with family, okay? All right, 4th down and 1. Here comes the punt. He gets it away cleanly. And a fair catch at the 20-yard line.
Hey, Kings Beach.
You're the blood clot. You got that hair, don't he, Dave? Right on, Balin. The only thing I know for sure is that you are my daughter, Alex. That's the only thing I know that's certain. Uncle Mickey gives me some creepy Jack Nicholson vibe. And we're going to go to the break. Eagles with the commanding 28-0 lead. Yeah. Time of possession.
Well,
QBR.
I almost can. I just have to do 2 more upquests.
Do we get a good second half here? Do we get some kind of a Giants resurgence in the second half since they have nothing to lose?
Let's see. Which one did you knock out of the list?
Philip says they're being very generous with Jones's bicep size on the cartoon picture. I believe so too. Here's Johnny. It's up to you if you want to, Alex. There is.
Wait, what about that? No, that's no.
We got to find something off football topic to talk about today because, man.
So we'll have to look on because I really want to fight the starter. I want to fight the mock bunny.
Oh, I'm not past that yet, Leo. We're going to get both of our 5th-year seniors back. Hold on, what happened here? Somehow the overlay popped up. And she's not in the chat. I don't know how she did that. I do feel good about it, or at least a run, because we're going to have both of our 5th-year seniors back. And by that point in time, and they're playing well on defense at this point in time. Almost got it figured out. Can you hear?
What's up?
Hey, there you go.
I said, what's up? And then you said, can you hear?
I didn't hear you until the second time then.
I mean, I can hear just fine.
Hey, got to pop in for a minute. Not a very exciting first half. What'd you think?
I mean, it's exciting based on who you ask.
I mean, okay, it depends on how you define excitement. I thought it would be a much closer game.
The Giants were just saving it for the second half.
I'm good, Mickey. I don't have to. Do you want me to take a break? If you want to run me off for a few minutes, I guess I can go.
I mean, I came in because I figured you wanted someone to talk to you through halftime because you're not good with downtime.
I don't like downtime. Definitely don't like downtime. Yeah, I mean, I was sitting here beating on Philip a little bit. The Giants aren't getting off the line very good. They're not getting any penetration from the D-line. They aren't tackling at the line. All their tackling is coming from the secondary or from the linebackers and on back. There's no way that Philadelphia stops running the ball. What do you think they can do to improve their play in the second half?
Wait, why are you beating on Philip?
I don't know, because he's in here cheering for the Giants, I guess.
I mean, Philip's a Browns and Packers fan. His wife is the Giants fan.
So he's being a Giants. He's He's okay. He's in here kind of rooting for the Giants on her behalf.
I mean, yeah. I mean, if my team is out, I'm gonna root for your team. Like,
Snowball's chance.
I got it. I'm cheering for a happy wife.
see, he said I'm cheering for a happy wife. I mean, if you ain't got nothing in it, you got to find something to cheer for.
Yeah, I got it. He's
I think one of the problems is you said Boston Scott scored a touchdown, right?
Yep.
Yeah, well, Wink Martindale got on the, did what he does best and ran his mouth a little bit before this game and talking specifically about Boston Scott and that he can stop him and all of that. And, like I feel like I like the aspect of trash talking. I do. But, like, if you're going to trash talk and turn around and get it blown out, like, I think that's what got him fired from the Ravens.
Yeah, Dave, I agree with that statement wholeheartedly. Their season has been a success based on their roster.
Right here, man. I feel this. I like the underdogs. I don't have a dog in the NFC, so I like rooting for underdogs, man.
You know, it's amazing that
I told you I could pop in, but I wasn't at the house.
We were
He
both.
said I'm not used to seeing you with this backdrop.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
We were both last week pretty heavy on this
Go
Giants team and thought that they could carry some momentum this week. It didn't quite happen, but it was still – I still think they got a chance to show well in this game, maybe cut the lead down a little bit in the second half, play a one-winning half of football.
Listen, if you go into a halftime, what is it, 28-0? I can't see your scoreboard. Okay, this is where teams turn into prevent defense. They're going to score points. The Giants will score points because no team knows how to just continue to go, right? So whether it's a blowout or not, these teams aren't going to play. Like, this Eagles team isn't going to come out and play as hard as they did the first half. They'll still play.
Yeah, they're going to play to run the clock.
There's a good chance that this game gets interesting by the fourth quarter. I mean, and I could be wrong. This could be, a total blowout. Actually, Dave, this one is not the biggest one, but it's one of them.
What's up, Pizzle?
What's up, Pizzle?
Hey, yo.
Yeah, I am currently live from what will be my new studio when I get moved in over here. Very much in here, but just a bunch of things just everywhere.
Yeah, I mean, there you go. That's the key. They got to get pressure, enforce mistakes, stop the run, and score efficiently. That's what they needed to do in the first half. I don't think their game plan has changed at all. They're just not going to be able to run the ball themselves.
I mean, Dave, to be fair, he said, well, not that one. At this point, the Giants needs to start taking risks. They started taking risks on the first drive and then went for it on 4th and 8. I feel like that set the tone for the whole game.
And also, thank you, Alex, for being a new member.
That's Pizzle.
He's our first blood donor in the chat, so that's awesome. We appreciate that very much. That helps the channel immensely.
Yeah, that's Pizzle.
Oh, I didn't know that. AP.
That's Pizzle.
Makes sense now. Thanks, Pizzle. You're my
hero. Thank you, Pizzle. Bro. Appreciate you. I'm not going to show you around this room right now because it's not really a room. It's just there's a bunch of things. There's this chair and this chair and a bunch of boxes and just random crap. My Christmas tree's in here, but ain't much to look at in here. So
yeah,
I will show one thing, except for Dad didn't lock my dog's cage door when he let him out the other day, so they ran loose through the house, and there's a bunch of puppy prints. But I did stain the floor black. It's absolutely disgusting right now because of my dogs. But I'm pretty proud of that. That took me forever.
Which day did I not secure the cage?
The only day you were here.
Well, I've been there more than one day and let them out more than one day.
Well, the day I told you not to feed them because then they would use the bathroom in the house, and then they use the bathroom in the dining room. I didn't want to stress you out, so I didn't say nothing. But that's why there's paw prints.
I honestly did not know that I did not latch all 3 cage doors. That's amazing to me.
You have to show this footage when you're at 100K. Man, I mean, I'll show the room. I'll show the room for sure.
You know what? Regardless of anything, we didn't realize how bad a shape that house was actually in when we moved out. And it's been there's a lot of things that was really wrong with the house that have been fixed so far, mostly insulation. There's still stuff to go.
This room's pretty good. That window, the frame around it, I built that myself.
Heck yeah.
I'm pretty proud of that. And then the ceiling's a new ceiling fan. It's getting there. It's getting in there.
The house was originally built in like 1887, and there was 3 sections added onto the original build. And there's some really good points about the place. It's really got a really cool front room, like a sitting room, and the living room's really big and nice. The dining room's amazing. The back bedroom's okay. It's just kind of it's a really good house for Alex's size. She likes it for what they want. And the backyard is huge. And there's almost a full acre in town for the dogs to run on, so that makes it even better.
I mean, I can show you my Christmas tree. The lights are not on it anymore, but it's still up. The only reason it's still up is because my sister never came and got her Christmas presents. But Christmas tree, all the stuff's taken off of it. And then this is my computer desk. It's just got literally the most random stuff on it. But this is where I set up all my Christmas things. And my dogs unwrapped all the rolls of Christmas. I don't even know how they did it, but they unrolled all of the wrapping paper, and yeah, so they're terrible. They're outside right now, so
I've had fun with them at least 2 days this last week.
Well, they're all right. But to Peter's comment, where is it at? He said, where'd it go?
Most guys use the dining room as a bathroom.
Yeah, but most guys don't use the bathroom like these dogs do. I would rather like a dude walk in here and pee on the floor than my dogs to go number 1 or number 2 on the floor. And they did both. I don't know how long. I really don't know how long they were roaming.
I was trying to think that day what time I left.
I don't know, 5 maybe.
Yeah, it wasn't quite dark yet because I was in
came
and
back
out
over at 11. When you go to Home Depot and realize your house was built before they standardized anything, you go buy a window and come home with a pile of glass and some wood. Yeah, eventually this is gonna look really nice. We've put a lot of work into it. The staining the floor black, that was fun. That was a fun project for me. It took me a lot longer than I needed to because there's parts of the floor that was in pretty rough shape, and there's also, a lot of cleaning to do, deep cleaning, and I had to repair some of the floor and things like that. But I had fun with it. It turned out pretty good.
And the good news is that once they get in, it's going to be a very affordable place for them to go and start a life, man. I think it's cool.
Even though I lived in this house for 10 years at one point.
Yep.
It feels like a whole different house.
It does. And it's it's cool though. All right, largest lead for Philadelphia in rivalry ever, and it's the 181st meeting all time.
That's crazy.
Here goes the second half, getting ready to start it up.
I'm gonna dip out. Appreciate you guys for hanging in here with Papa Blood. I'll be back in here tomorrow. I don't know if I'm gonna stream on Twitch because I'm going to go to the gym tonight. We'll see what happens, how I feel when I get home. But appreciate you guys. Also, I kind of like how this looks with the gray and the white on the camera, you know. But I appreciate you guys. I'll catch you guys on another one for sure.
Yep. Later, baby.
Later, Papa.
All right. The Giants are going to start this drive at about the 27, maybe. All right, let's see if they can kindle something to start this second half. 26-yard line. Here goes Daniel Jones in the gun. And they are going to start with a handoff to Saquon, and he's going to get through the line and get about 3 yards on first down. There's Miss Pink. I guess no, that ain't her name. That's Pam Oliver. I had a friend that had a pipe that was nothing but Flex Seal. That's scary. Crafty says, I'm disappointed by the lack of chaos. Pam. All right, he did get 4 on first down. Might be the biggest first down play of the day for the Giants. Jones is back to throw. He's going to let it go deep. And it's to Saquon. Incomplete. No, it's not Saquon. But it's still, I think it was Darius Slayton, and it's incomplete. Yeah, Dave, the piping in that house is amazingly bad. It's mainly black iron, so it doesn't leak. Mac and cheese and chicken nuggets for Mickey. Meal of champions. Also, Alex, if you're in the chat, don't forget about 10:30. There's the blitz, and Jones gets it out. He overthrows James as he takes a shot. And 4th and 6. And hey, this New York Giant punter we've seen a lot. And it's fair caught.
Yeah.
I don't think the flex seal was where he had the problem. Just the problem is when he noticed it. I got it. 10 o'clock, Dave's bedtime.
My favorite for like ones like that is honestly the Switch X.
Balin asked, you going to drink that pack chalky milk? Ew. I like the challenge flag commercials by Progressive. It's probably some of my favorites.
Okay, I'm about to bring out the
No, it's Saturday. I can stay until 11. You tell him, Dave.
Oh, I missed. This fucking bitch turned at the last.
Leo, man, I'm telling you, this conversation, we've got to find something good to talk about in this second half, I'm afraid. How much longer before you get fiber back there, Philip? You are still in the same house, I assume. I'm afraid I still feel that both of the teams in tomorrow's game could be competitive in Philly, Crafty. I really do. Both of them have defenses that get penetration. And I think that's where it starts. And even, I mean, I don't think Dallas is probably going to win tomorrow. But if they do, Micah Parsons can really ruin somebody's day. Yeah, because I thought it was really close to your neck of the woods already as being done. That's why I asked.
Got him.
Yeah, I think San Fran's a big problem because Bosa and Greenlaw just can dominate a game. And you got to remember defense. Defense wins Super Bowls. I mean, great offensive teams sometimes go out and dominate, but generally, I mean, I can see a way where they would, Balin. I mean, I'm not saying they're going to, but I think they have an opportunity to. And there goes Sanders, runs right through the line again. He's going to get about 4 yards on first down. Can McCaffrey run on Philly? Yes. He can run in doubt. I mean, yeah, I think, yeah. Philadelphia is not an easy place to play unless Carson Wentz is there. And then you got a chance. And there is a great push by the Giants D right there. And Sanders is going to take a loss for the first time today. Love makes a tackle.
Oh my God, yes. Good.
I know everybody likes to really dog Dallas out, but Dallas has a very capable roster of really upsetting somebody's day. I think they might make it tough on Purdy for at least half a game. You just never know which Dallas team's going to show up.
I was trying to charge up the sniper stuff. Just hit him with that and finish him.
Poor man's Ed Sheeran. There's a blitz, and he's going to get – what a play. Is that caught? No, he's out of bounds. Devontae Smith made a great grab on the ball, just couldn't get his feet down, and the Eagles go 3 and out. Well, oh, that's a catch. Oh, no, it isn't. He dropped the ball.
I couldn't get there in time. It's okay. Oh, I got a Wyvern here.
I think they have an opportunity to get to Purdy, yes. And he's not really been pressured a whole lot. And James picks it up off a bounce so that it doesn't go back inside the 10 and gets tackled immediately.
Yeah, I believe that.
Tall Ed Sheeran. I mean, a lot of teams don't want to give Dallas any credit at all, but they still went 13-4 this year, 12-5, and the best overall division probably in football. I mean, at least record wise. You remember, I mean, San Fran went into Atlanta and got blitzed. Dave says Fat Mike. I mean, Mike McCarthy knows how to coach.
There's a sale going on apparently.
I bet tomorrow night's game is considerably closer than this one.
Where the fuck?
Or Chris Pratt, for that matter. Yeah. Will Carson Wentz be out of the league next year, or will he have some place to play? That's a good question. Is somebody going to pick him up? I don't know. If I was Riverboat Ron there in Washington, I'd be thinking about playing Sam Howell. Develop that kid. Wentz to the XFL. Right on, Leo.
I got 2 large phones.
McCarthy screwed Green Bay in many ways.
I got some more track.
Pat Mike was pretty good in Green Bay.
Okay, and also, I need to go and refill him. Then I'll go.
I can't imagine anybody wanting him as a starter. I mean, honestly, he could be a good backup and maybe send him to New England or put him as a backup there or the Jets.
Here, throw yourself forward and then ow.
There we go. There's the handoff. Saquon's going to push it forward. Saquon's finally getting some push, so he's getting about 6 yards. Balin says arena football. That would be good.
I think that should be okay.
True. $3 million for Wentz. That's a good deal. Saquon's going to run again, and he pushes forward, and he's going to get another 2 or 3 yards. It's going to be about 3rd and 1. Yeah, Wentz just, the longer he's in a game, the worse he gets.
One from the palm tree. And then one more Lagombi here.
Well, he needs a 3rd and 2 here. He's going to give it to Barkley, and he's going to bust a hole. He's got an open. He's at the 40, 45, 50, 50, 45, 40, and then tackled by Epps. Saquon busts one right through the middle. I mean, they all got enough money to retire, really. That was a huge hole. He had one man to beat, and Epps caught him from behind.
Oh, this makes it a defense box. Yeah, I think I might need to go farm the bear, actually.
And there's Saquon again. No, that's not Saquon. He's out right now. That's an 8-yard run on 1st down. Philadelphia wants the clock to run. They're going to give up yards on the ground.
I can come back.
5 national titles. There's a 1st down, and he gets tackled backwards. But I think he got the 1st down. Yeah, Balin, you make me consider being a bar head again. I can going back to the bar. All right. It's 1st and 10. And I think the Giants are going to have to take a timeout. I miss dollar beer nights for sure. Balin, we used to go up to Turfway Park on Friday and with the Friday night horse races in the fall meet, and they would have dollar beer and dollar dog nights, and we would eat horrible hot dogs and drink beer all evening and go home. That was a pretty good time for little or no money. Yeah, that one restaurant, I know, man. There was a minor league team that had a quarter beer night. Three, Crafty. Lyle Collins is on IR. Adeniji will start in his place. Kappa is still out. I'm not sure who's starting in his place, and Jonah Williams is out. Jackson Carman will start in his place. So we will essentially be back to last year's offensive line minus Ted Karras. Volson is a rookie, so he wasn't here last year. So they'll start the center and the left guard. After that, it'll be all guys that were on last year's line. So we have problems tomorrow. Hopefully, we can get the ball out. Hardy's Tavern. Jones is in the gun. He's back to throw. He's looking down the field. He lets it go. It's completed to James, and he's going to be a yard short of the first down. It'll be 3rd and 1. Half the quarter's about gone, and they still no score in the 3rd quarter. Eagles are content as long as that clock keeps running. They will let them drive down the field. I miss the old school bar days. You don't have that anymore. Everybody just wants to fleece you of all your money. 3rd down and 1. Eagles put 5 on the line. Play action or a bootleg. Jones is going to run it. He's going to get the first down. Went to college bar that had quarter draws once a week. It turns out the IRS did not know that, and they gave the beer away to cover his profits for being the town's biggest illegal sports book. He changed them to $2 long necks because he was tired of the no-tipping trash that would come to his place. Got it. Yeah, that's horrible. If you got a great deal on beer, make sure you tip the bartender well. There goes my screen. Jones is back to pass. He's looking downfield. He's going to step up, and he throws, and it's completed. And it's going to be to James, and he is going to be inside the 10, and they will have their first chance in the red zone. First and goal from the 8. Jones is in the gun. He's got 2 running backs behind him. Jones goes out into motion. Saquon is the quarterback, and he gives it off, and that's going to be a touchdown for number 31. That is Matt Breida. $6:15 to go in the 3rd quarter, and the Giants finally get into the end zone. Cameraman needs to be fired. He was even confused. Daniel Jones goes in motion. Saquon's a QB. He hands it off. Everybody thought he was going to take it. He uses the option play to give it to Breida, and off he goes. Breida really had one guy to beat. Kick is up, and it's good. Giants have it down to a 3-score lead. There you go. Only down 21. This offenses are getting good, Jeff. They tricked the cameramen now. That's why they got multiple cameramen. Only down 21, B. Could have been way worse. Yes. But you only seen them when Philadelphia took the pressure off and go, and like Alex said, go into prevent. That's why I don't like that prevent defense in the second half. Johnny Rebs, yeah, we used to go out there when I was a kid. It was something else then. I never really liked it. Usually bar hopped in Madison downtown at Shipley's and the Electric Lady Balin. Those were the two that you could have the most fun at. The other ones were kind of scary. Yeah, you can make up 21.25. I'm not a big fan of the prevent defense. I like keeping the pressure on. I mean, if you're up 28-0 in the fourth quarter, then I can see it, but I don't like going to it after halftime. I used to live in Shipley's, Balin. That was my favorite place to hang out. I don't like the big bars. Usually everybody wants to hit you in those places. Yeah, I just wish they wouldn't start it so early, Dave. I think the fourth quarter is a great time to go into prevent, especially with a big lead. Yeah, they redid that place, and I like it much better. It definitely a place for a pool hustler to live. See, I thought Matt did a pretty good job as a head coach this year in Chicago. But yeah, I don't like it. That's Cincinnati has a tendency to do that with a big lead at halftime. Exactly what Philadelphia is doing here. Yeah, I know. It sometimes, but your offense has to be able to move the ball as well, to keep burning that clock, and then you go start going 3 and out, throwing the ball. Basically, what happened last week to Jacksonville is that the Chargers in the first half ran the ball like 17 times, and in the second half they came out throwing the ball for no good reason. I bet we crossed paths and didn't even know it, Balin. I would almost guarantee it. Yeah, you bet. Yeah, if you're running prevent, you better not be giving up those big plays. That's for sure. Hurts throws it downfield to a wide open Goddard. He was way too wide open. This Giants defense just doesn't pressure anything. Definitely on Friday nights it is. CJ, how about them Eagles, CJ? You happy today, bro? There we go. CJ is our resident Eagle fan. Been here since day one. CJ's Info is a channel that if you want to know about things and how to do certain things, whether it be internet or just some stuff around the house, he's your guy. Very well spoken. Excellent channel. Good dude. Personal friend. Thank you. I appreciate you, brother. That's it. And we can talk about that a little bit too, since this is 2nd down and 1 for Philadelphia, and they're already in Giant territory. Oh, you're welcome, bro. Always going to be high on my list. Cincinnati has a lot of that mentality with their defense. They're willing to give up a little bit of yardage, but they still have more pressure in their defense. It's kind of like a combination. They'll give up some yardage, but then in red zone they tighten up. Oh, for sure. Offensive line dominated this game, especially in the first half, Crafty. They have absolutely that the D line of the Giants hasn't stood a chance today. I don't think they've gotten penetration and got close to really a solid pressure on Hurts yet. I think they've only got one batted down pass. And I say that, and there it comes, and he gets sacked, and there's a fumble. The ball is on the ground. I think the Eagles covered it. Hurts took a pretty good hit. We are doing well, CJ. Alex and I put a ton of time and effort into this side of it. And I say that, and the tight end gets burnt there and makes Hurts fumble. Boom. Yeah, we definitely took advantage of things like SEO this year, CJ, and we key off of channels that watch ours, and we basically we use what they use to grow. So channels that watch us and watch other channels, we're comparable with, and that really helps. There is a no gainer on 2nd and 16 for a wide receiver screen to Davante Smith. Yeah, I know, man. I was shouting out the offensive line, and then the tight end failed me. You know, bigger niches, it's easier to do that, CJ, for sure. Here he comes. He's back to throw. He's pressured. He gets it to Smith on 3rd and 17. And Smith is not going to get the first down. He's going to be knocked out of bounds. The Giants do get a stop here. It's now called Ships on the Square. Is that your bar or mine, Balin? Yeah, those O-lines of Washington in the 80s didn't stop Theismann from getting his leg broke, though, did they? Fake punt. Yep, you called it. 4th and 8. Blankenship is the quarterback here. They're trying to get it up. They're trying to get him to jump. It's a fake punt. Sirianni should have let him snap it. What the heck here, right? The Eagles are desperately trying to get this game into the 4th quarter. Now here you go. Let's give the Giants some credit here. Oh, I got you. I didn't know that. So basically what happens is if the Giants go down here and score before the end of the 3rd quarter and they're only down 2 scores in the 4th, gives them an opportunity. Leo says the Eagles are just playing with their food. 4th down and 13. Take the 5. Here's the punt. Fair catch called for and taken at the 7. James is back there for the fair catch. Get this bad boy into the 4th quarter. Yeah, that was a pretty good fair catch call, Philip. It's better than that than being stuck right there at the 1 or the 2. So I mean, here you go. Let's give the Giants a little life here. If they can move the ball effectively, get down and score a touchdown, not too far into the 4th quarter, and get a stop, they got an opportunity to make it competitive. Yes, Balin. I think he will. He's been one of the best kickers all year long. He's got the best percentage in the league after 50 yards. Whatever happened was a fluke, and I'm going to call it that until he messes up again. Now, if by chance he misses that first extra point or the first time they score, he misses a field goal, the first time they have a chance, look out the following week if they're still in, or look out in the offseason. No. You know what? And everybody has a crap game every now and again. And you know, he wasn't sure what was going on. He couldn't figure it out. I bet he kicked 300 field goals this week. I bet they made him kick and kick and kick some more. Joe Vinatieri. Yeah, Crosby went through a spell. I'm telling you what, my kicker's gone through a spell this year. Evan McPherson had ice in his veins last year, and he's missed a bunch this year, more than I'm comfortable with. And there goes Jones. He's going to try to get the edge, and he's going to be gently taken out of bounds by Darius Slay. It doesn't take much to get off, Philip. You're correct. That's what I'm trying to get everybody in the house here to do is let's go kick field goals and record them for videos this summer and see who can learn to kick field goals the best. I wanted to do it last year. There's the completion to Slayton. He's going to get 4 yards on second down. No, Adam wasn't bad either. Yep. And there's the QB sneak for the first down. Giant fan here. Left the bar early to come home. It was a good run. Michael, kudos. Let's give it what it is. Your Giants had a really good season, way better than what anybody expected. They won a playoff game. They came up against a better offensive and defensive line today, and it ends their season tonight. But they've been admirable, and you've got a lot to look forward to next year. Especially if you free agents and if you're going to sign your QB long term, getting Saquon signed, I think you've got a good 1-2 punch there, and then you just start building around it. No shame in being a Giants fan this year for sure. You could be a Packer fan and be sitting at home. I don't know, Dave. I know that it was in pretty bad shape for a little while there. Because I know that they were left in bad shape. So I had to take one shot tonight, bro. I mean, you know. Sitting at home. Poor Philip is a Browns fan. He's got a lot to look forward to next year. They should have about $51 million. Well, that goes a long way if they don't spend it all on one or two guys. Yeah, you can start it. Hey, you're right, Nathan. I go to the ball games, though. I go to Reds games. I have the opportunity to sit in diamond seats and eat in the fancy restaurant at Cincinnati a lot of times and sit right behind home plate, which is a lot of fun. But my team's front office is as garbage as it gets, and I can't get into them in here. Packers did not lose today, Dave. You're absolutely right. No, Leo, this game isn't over. Colts fans showed up. It's hard not to show up for NFL games, though. All right, Giants got an opportunity here. It's the beginning of the fourth quarter. A quick score, and it's a 2-score game. And he's going to play action, looking downfield. He's going to let it go to Saquon on his outlet. First down and then some. 15, almost 20 yards. Protects the ball. Yeah, no game's over. You can't just you just can't get complacent on defense. You gotta stay attacking. And there's 9 yards to James on a wide receiver screen. I think I think the Giants need to go run their 2-minute drill every possession here. Yeah, screw that methodical huddling up every play. Just get up there and go. Jones is back to pass. He's looking down the field. He rolls out. Here comes pressure. Finally, he's going to let go. No, he runs out. Oh, my God. You cannot do that. You got to throw it away. Julian Love is a free agent. So is Dexter Lawrence. Julian Love plays good, and so does Dexter Lawrence. That's probably two of the better players on that defense. Does it stop the clock? It doesn't stop the clock until less than 5 minutes to go. And it's 4th down. That stops the clock. Yeah, Philip, you just can't run out of bounds anymore to stop the clock unless it's less than like 8 minutes or 5 minutes to go in the game. And if your forward progress is stopped, doesn't stop. It didn't stop there. Kept running. If your forward progress is stopped, the clock stays running too. So if you can't go any further forward and you just dip out of bounds, the clock runs. Yeah, the money will go faster, but I'm sure there's going to be some cuts, and I'm sure the number's going to change a little bit. Balin, I'm sorry. I'm just not sold on this quarterback class. I'm really not. I hope one of those 3 guys is really good. Lawrence and Thomas are not free agents. Yeah, the draft is where it all really begins. But you don't know what you got until you're into camp. So I like the little rookie mini camp. And that's sad because I would hate and Balin, I'm not a Colts hater. I just don't like what they did to Peyton Manning. It made me not be a fan. But I don't hate the organization. I just hate the thought of them burning draft picks on a quarterback that doesn't make it, because then you can very easily turn into the New York Jets, where you're drafting a quarterback every year thinking this is the year you get one that's worth something. And they don't develop fast enough for New York. Yeah, well, I mean, Philip, the Andrew Luck situation is why they dissed Peyton Manning, and Luck ended up having to quit because, he was going to die out there. I feel that way, Nathan. I'm not a big fan of either of them, honestly. I like Stroud better than I do Levis. And I like Stroud more than I do Bryce Young. The best quarterback is yet to be seen out there. Yeah, I would like to see Indianapolis be very smart. That's all. The Galladay contract is a killer. Absolutely crafty. Mistake for sure. Yeah, I love Johnny U. And there goes Sanders for 12 yards on first down. That's the reason why this game is over. I mean, the Giants should stay in this rebuild mode. I would cut anything that saved me money. Giants, Colts, Texans, and Bears. I'm real excited to see how well they draft and what they do with their capital and how they continue their rebuilds. Atlanta as well. Philadelphia is just going to run the ball now. I don't think they're going to throw anything deep. Bears have all the money. Yes, sir. The rumor is they're going to try to get T. Higgins away from us. I'm positive. And there goes Boston Scott around the edge for 6 yards. Yeah, I mean, if Cincinnati gets past Buffalo tomorrow, which is a big if, that game is not going to be easy by any stretch of the imagination. It is kind of starting to look like Cincinnati and Chiefs are going to be a rivalry, and me and my daughter are going to have that same type of rivalry going because, that plus they're on the schedule every year now because they've both been winning the division. There's a first down for Jalen. Irsay's the owner. Well, that's what we're going to do for championship weekend. We're both going to, regardless, I think we're going to do both games that way either way. Chris Ballard is the GM. And I don't mind Chris Ballard. They've just had some bad stuff happen there. I don't know. Indianapolis may have had a really good roster this year. We did it last year in the same room mostly, and it wasn't as fun as you think it would be. I really don't have that much problem with Chris Ballard. But I'm going to tell you what, whatever they do next year, that offense needs to revolve around him. You think they should have stuck with Frank Reich? I don't know that I agree with that. It felt like Frank Reich is a good coach. It just didn't feel like he was the coach for the Colts, a good choice for the Colts. He put together good rosters. I just don't know that I think he was the inevitable problem, but he definitely didn't work out well there. And he will land on his feet, I guarantee it. There is a big run for Gainwell all the way down to the 32. Yes. Yeah, this defensive line for the Giants is absolute garbage. They have got zero penetration today. They have made very few plays on that line. They're just getting beat up. Yep. And there's going to be a delay of game flag, I guess. Clock's on 0. I think so, Balin. I don't think C.J. Stroud is a bad choice for Indy. Me personally. I think he has a lot to do to be a great quarterback in the NFL, but I think he is a very coachable quarterback. Yeah, they're just getting bullied. It's like college playing a JV squad or a Division III team. There's just too much size and strength there, and the other guys just can't. But you know what? That D-line showed up pretty well against Minnesota. And he has the arm strength and the QB. He's got the quarterback knowledge too. I'm telling you what, I think Lovie Smith did a pretty good job down there in Houston. I bet you the next guy doesn't have it so lucky. And there goes Hurts going for it all for A.J. Brown and just overthrows him on 2nd and 12. And A.J. Brown comes up a little slow there. At some point in time, we're going to start sitting down, going through, making a top 5 or a top 10 list at every position for college going forward. Get through these playoffs here. Ready to watch the Senior Bowl, see who plays well down there. Usually most of those guys that do well there end up on NFL rosters. There goes Gainwell. Another 9.5, 10-yard run on first down. Or on 3rd and 12, they ran that. I'm sorry. That's a 12-yard run. For sure. Illinois, it was a disaster for him. He was a better NFL coach. And, oh, man, I'll tell you what. Here you go, Dave. Did you, and I know Balin read this, did you see where Mike Bray is quitting or has quit or is quitting college basketball because of the NIL? It's tougher to motivate players now. College coaches are having a hard enough time motivating kids now that they're getting paid. It's even worse. There is another 1st and 10 run for more than 10 yards. Kenny Gainwell. And Kenny Gainwell's a little back. I was doing a couple college football games, Balin, and I took a beating in here. I actually ran people off because I'm not a fan of nil in its current form. And man, you would not believe how personal people took that. Well, it's not free anymore. Division I college basketball is not free. They're not top tier, but Mike Bray can coach. He puts some very competitive type teams in that ACC. And they weren't dominating, but man, if they got on a run the way that they play basketball, it's not. I mean, Dave, to me, college still means amateur sports. Amateurs don't get paid. Not everybody's going to do what Anthony Leal did take their nil money and do what they do with it. Anthony Leal paid off his sister's college. Did the right thing. I would love to see the NFL turn into actual students playing. For sure. I remember back in the day when graduation rate was a big thing. Coaches when they would recruit, they would use graduation rate to influence parents to get their kids to coming to school. Let there be a minor league paid by the pro leagues? Yes, I agree. I just think, you know what? I think the universities, I don't think, like, let's be honest, NIL greatly helps and can help impoverished communities that have good athletes. But most of the time, those good athletes aren't necessarily good students. So they're not there for the education. They're only there to try to get to the NBA. And then there you have universities doing whatever they do with grades to get everybody's grades up to par to play. It's just really, but it's not supposed to be, though. That's the point. Expand practice squad. I know that's what they're trying to do with the XFL and the USFL, right? Kind of make it like a AAA for the NFL. Bray is a good coach. When Digger Phelps was at Notre Dame coaching, they were good. I'm not a fan of NIL, but Notre Dame basketball can't compete with other schools in NIL. Their football program can, but not basketball. It's sad. Yeah, and that's all based on what the boosters want. I believe so. I thought I seen they're playing this year. Both leagues, I think, XFL and the USFL. Yeah, 18 to 20-year-olds that can't make the grades in college. But those guys shouldn't be on college rosters. I still think college sports should be about academics first. I know I'm getting old. Exactly. That's why you got to love these kids at Duke. Like, you know, Krzyzewski didn't recruit dummies. Guy I went to school with plays in the CFL. There are a lot of students. Yes, not the percentage of going pro is so low. Can you imagine the jealousy that rages in the back of every player's mind? And I'm sure the locker room is different now. You know, let's go back to last year really fast. There goes Gainwell again. Finally, the Giants stop him after 3.5 yards. Yeah, Coach K learned from Coach Knight. Absolutely, Philip. There's got to be some other way than other than, you know, because some of these, you know, what was it they said that CJ Stroud's NIL deal was going to be worth almost $5 million not to go pro. Now, his signing bonus is going to be more than that for sure. But he had a $5 million opportunity to be a kid one more year. That's more money than most of us need for our whole lives. But look, and Balin, I can't get his name out right at the moment. The kid from Evansville, the 5-star that went to Western Kentucky this year that transferred out. What's his name? Crap. Hurts rolls out right, looking to throw, fires to the back of the end zone, and it is almost picked off. Christian Lander. Christian Lander sitting at home last year, hours that he could have been in the gym playing Fortnite on a NIL deal instead of getting an education. And he was a 5-star recruit that came out of high school a year early. Mistake, mind you, but he still came out early. Archie Miller got him to sign out of high school early so it would try to save his coaching job. I mean, just listen to how all that sounds. His nil deal was to sit in his room and play Fortnite on the weekends. Field goal is good, 31-7. I don't know how much money he got. Now he's at Western Kentucky. Archie Miller ruined Lander. Yeah. But, Coach never played him either, and that's because he wasn't strong enough to play. Somebody needed to put Lander on a different program. His body was not ready for Division I college basketball as a 17-year-old. That's the first problem. And anybody that told him that he was ready to come into the Big Ten and play was nuts. However, he could have been made feel more important and he could have been coached and taught and instructed in the right manner to where he could have been a productive member. The same deal. But if he could have went out there and played with strength, and was a stronger defender, I think he could have fit the program. And he could have spent a year working on being what he needed to be, as opposed to just going out there and trying to be something that he thought he was. I don't know. I think so. He wasn't going to play. Oh, I'm not down on Lander. I actually love the kid. I just thought that, the Big Ten was not a right spot for him, and especially that team. I don't blame the kids for taking the money. No, I don't. You can tell I've completely checked out of this game. Yeah, Shafino is definitely showing that he's going to be a one and done. I don't think there's any chance that he stays for another. Yeah, there's no other game on. You're right, Leo. You're right, Leo. I'm still waiting for it. I mean, if they do anything on offense here. Yep. I think the bad thing about nil is that teams that have the bigger booster supports, like Michigan, Ohio State for sure, Alabama in most every sport, they have boosters that are going to pay these deals, and they're going to get the kids that they want. It really hurts the smaller school again, and I really don't like the transfer portal either. I think it's a way to openly recruit from other teams. It just feels, everything feels dirty. Of course, Philip, because you're wrong about everything. Yes, sir, Dave. I would have agreed with Neil if there would have been a cap set of some kind. Basically, how much a kid could receive in a year, and as a college student, and still be a college student. Wide open, James just barely overthrown, and he drops a tutty. All right, there you go. Leo just gifted 5 memberships. Click to accept memberships on the little thing up above, and you can be a member of the Blood Fam. Leo is a stud. Leo is a stud. Make sure you can click on it to where you can be a member and get joined up. See what it'll be like for a month. Mickey can't have two. I wonder. Yeah. Oh. There's one for Philip. I'm just curious. Really, I'm curious about something here. You can't have two, Mickey. There you go. Thank Leo. Yes, Crafty. Did you get one? You haven't got one yet. Access yourself. You have to be accepting of gifts to get it. The cool part is that once you're gifted one and you're allowed to take them, then you don't even have to be on. You can't have two, Mickey. Philip, Mostly. There you go. Mostly got his earlier. Still a few left. If you're in the chat and you're being quiet, be accepting of gifts. I think you have to click the little green link and say that you accept being able to take memberships. There's Jeff, one of our best supporters of the channel. Welcome to Blood Fam, Jeff. You can't pass it on. You can only have one gift. You just have to allow gifts. I'm telling you, I do not want two. You can't have two, though. Balin, be accepting of the gift. And it's incomplete on 3rd and 8. The Giants' run for another opportunity to score is done. Take one, Dave. I'm confused too. Nathan, you can take one as well if you haven't. You haven't. Take one, Nathan. You guys are in here all the time. The crying Alex emoji. You can only have one. I'm not sure what Mickey's after. Yeah, you can only take it one a month. But the good news is, Mickey, since you're in here all the time, if there's leftovers, yeah, it's a gift. It's just it allows you if it allows you some emojis. No, I don't know, not yet. If you're accepting of gifts, if somebody comes in here and gifts them, then you get entitled to. There will be extra content, stuff like that you get ahead of time. You get access to all the emojis and stuff like that. It's just a way to. There you go, Dave. It's just a way. Memberships are used for channels like this mainly to support growth and find a way to help us grow, and it's a way for us to kind of compete. There you go, Dave. You did it. Philip says, I choose chaos. There you go, Balin. There you go, Dabney. There you go, Nathan. All thank Leo. All hell Leo. Leo is a great guy. Thank you for the support, Leo. Much love, brother. And the Eagles' first step in this playoff round is just about over. And they're going to head to the NFC Championship game next week at home. The blood fam grows, man. That's what we're trying to keep it tight. Leo, man, I'm telling you. Leo, if you want my whale, Lord, it's yours. Just saying. Yeah, mostly 20 more points. No, it does not mean he's timeout free. Look, Sirianni pulls out Jalen Hurts, but Andy Reid leaves Mahomes in, and he's injured. I'm still upset about leaving Mahomes in that whole game. There's the handoff, and Gainwell gets the edge. He's at the 30, the 20, the 10. He is going to score. Kenny Gainwell goes right through and scores. The mustache leads him to a tutty. It's 37-7. Yeah, we'll split it up mostly. It'll be fun. It was fun last year. The problem was we were in the same room. It really was a problem. Yeah, to be fair though, Dabney, they haven't played anybody yet. Next week they will get competition next week. But Alex is one step closer to her $800 bet coming true. Both of her teams are in the AFC and NFC championship. This Giants team does not have the roster to compete. They really don't. They did a great job by making the playoffs. They did an even better job by getting a win, but they are not built. It will probably be the Niners, but I'm telling you that if Micah Parsons is allowed to run free, Brock Purdy is not going to look the same as he has looked, and they're going to be in for a dogfight. I did feel it was going to be close. Sorry, Mickey. I assumed this game would be a lot closer. I really did. I thought Daniel Jones and Saquon Barkley would be able to move the ball. I was wrong. Why don't I even have Discord open today? Let's fix that. Do you think the Eagles will give the Giants a pity teddy? Are you going to get anything out of pity tonight at home, Philip? And there goes Matt Breida. Now, there you go. There's no pity in Philly tonight. No pity on Philip either. I miss you, Philip. Haven't seen you in a long time. And Breida gets basically tackled by his own guy. I haven't yet, Balin. I'm looking to do some detecting next week sometime. I got to get my wife's car back. But it's on my list of research. Oh, I got a bunch of messages today. Let's go. Right on, man. Hey, but look at it like this. Well, I was gonna say my whale lord has quite a bit of combat power, but you got a bunch of shiny whalmers, so. No, my wife's car is still getting fixed. We thought the motor was locked up, yada, yada, yada. If it was a free one, brand new from Kia. I do not dig in cemeteries, Dave. If you were an unethical detectorist, you could. I will not. I will dig in the general area, but nowhere near a tombstone. Last time Philly was in the NFC Championship, they won the Super Bowl. And there's a big run there for the Giants. He's going to get about 11. 10 seconds on the clock. This will end the game. Congratulations to the Philadelphia Eagles. They are on their way to the NFC Championship game next week. They await the winner of the Dallas Cowboys and San Francisco 49ers. I will see you folks right at 3 o'clock tomorrow, as it's going to be fun for me to get going because I have to work. Yeah, if it's on public land and it's not state owned, the walkways up to and around, I'm not against, but anything close, even though I've seen people do it and I refuse. It's just, but I love history, and that is the biggest portion of my other channel, is the love of history. So Tim says, "Yay, boring game is over." Dude, that's a lot of shiny. I got to see how many shiny whalmers I got. I know I got a few of them too. I just showed you my whale lord. I thank you, Nathan. My work week's going to start back up with a bang in the morning. Much love to you too, my young brother. Philip, thanks for hanging out tonight. We appreciate you. Your knowledge is pretty solid. I like having you around. Dave, I only took one shot today. Tomorrow at noon, Indiana plays at home against Michigan State. Tom Izzo comes in to Bloomington. Go Hoosiers. I will not be here for that. I'll be hopefully being able to watch some of it. Mostly, I'm glad that I'm improving on the chat with you. I am. I tend to get way into the game sometimes, and I get away from the chat. And I know that I'm sometimes a little too slow with the chat. You know what? It's the image that I wanted to present. What's funny is that that's the image that I was going for, as the interactive with the chat, and I've become worse at it than the person that had no experience with it. So Alex does fantastic with that portion. Yeah, TJD will own the paint. We will own the middle in that game. If we do, we have a great chance to win. Balin, sure. Everybody that's in here, you guys are just like family. That's why our membership program is what it is. It is about family. Bengals fans, tomorrow at 3 o'clock, you got to support and show up. Sparty is second in the Big Ten right now. They're resurgent. I think they're better than what their record shows, yes. And Izzo is always good, correct. I got to get the screen back up in here. Definitely going to work on a few more things for the channel this off season. Alex and we're going to have a lot more in this off season than we did last year. Last year was a tough year for us. This year is improving as we go. Blood drops everywhere. That's right, Tim. Thank you, my brother Tim. My son Tim. Hey, there you go. Tim is my son officially. He's my son that's about 15 years older than me. I ain't going to root anybody from rooting for anybody. I don't believe in that kind of stuff. However, we do have a short out there where I jinxed Justin Tucker on a field goal. Dave, good night, brother. Thank you for hanging out. I appreciate your knowledge and your commentary, for sure. I'm going to set up the stream for tomorrow. Hope everybody will at least smash the like. If you can't hang out, I will drop a poll. Please participate in the poll, as I like that. And I will see you guys very soon. I'm going to close this bad boy out with some shark action. The Sharks are all about Shelby. Shelby loves sharks. Delgado, I appreciate you, sir. Thank you. Good night, Philip. Yeah, Balin says, go Hoosiers and go Niners tomorrow. I want the best team, so let's see that. I'll take that. Bengals and Niners tomorrow would make me a happy camper. And Hoosiers. I'll take all three. Toodles.